Hey, what is going on there? Cody here, and I'm back for a mod showcase today, guys. And today I'm showcasing the MineFantasy mod. Now, you guys have suggested this for so long, and now you finally got around to doing it. Now, this is going to be a huge mod review, guys, and it'd be appreciated if you leave a like. But guys, let's go over the mobs first. So, pretty much, I'll explain what this mod does first. It makes a whole new way to get armors. It adds a bunch of new armors, weapons, and stuff. But it makes a really unique way to actually get that stuff. And it adds in, like, new mobs, new weapons, just a lot of crazy stuff. But guys, let's get started with the Hound. So the Hound, he's pretty cool looking. He's got like a pig nose. Oh god, we get the Drakes over there. Anyways, the wolves, or the Hounds actually, they can be tamed, and they're a lot stronger than wolves. And they, their difficulty is like 5 to 30. I think they have like a range of like difficulty here. And they pretty much have one attack, and that's bite. And if you attack one of them, they'll attack all of you. But you can do some cool stuff when you actually tame them. So let's right click and let's tame them. Okay, so he's tamed and we can do some cool stuff. So let's right click him and we can have him idle, stay, follow, hunt, and guard. So these guys are really strong and they will hunt anything they find around. And dude, you just gotta shut up, alright? He's so loud. But yeah, he can actually start hunting stuff. So if you send him to hunt, he'll kill anything and he'll fend for himself. But if you want to feed him, you just get yourself a dog bowl. Now, the crafting recipes I'm not going to go over just because there's so many, and I'm only going to be covering like just a little bit of this mod. And it's really the fun part about this mod is like figuring out the recipes yourself and just how to do it. But you notice he gets a collar around his ears, and is that around his ears? He's moving too fast, I can't. Stay. Sits. No, it's just around his neck. Okay, I was going to be like, it's a bit weird. But when he's hungry, he'll go and eat out of the dog bowl. And he's got like that little animation going, but he's looking at me. Don't know what's going on. Alright, it's gone, dude. It's gone. Stop eating. Anyways, that's the Hound, guys. He can do some really cool stuff. The hunting is really amazing. He's got a lot of damage. Now let's take a look at the next mob. So the next mob we have is the Minotaur. So the Minotaur, he has a few attacks. One being Pound. He does regular damage and knocks the player back when he does that. And then he has Charge, and it's triple the damage and increased speed. So let's spawn this bad boy, and let's take him on. Now, he usually spawns in the nether. He has a chance of spawning in the overworld. Oh, God. He's pretty crazy looking. I don't know why he has, like, a small head. But, it's really cool. Now, he has 40 health, and he, does, I think, 4 damage when you don't have armor on. But, that was the Minotaur, guys. He's really awesome. Now we have the Skeletal Knight. He's kind of like a boss. In the, nighttime, he'll actually spawn, like, coming out of the ground. And he'll have some minions with him. So let's spawn this bad boy. And where is he? He's right there. He has his little archer friends help him. But they didn't attack me until I actually, oh god. I'm getting wrecked. Until I actually, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Until I hit them. Now let's try to take out some arch. Oh my god, I gotta go in G. It's too tough. Now he doesn't suffer any knockback whatsoever. For some reason, he is taking damage from his minions. And his minions are attacking each other. I think it's still a work in progress of a mod, and I think they're adding new mobs right now. They have like all the forge systems ready. I mean, the forge system is how you get your weapons. I'll go into that after, but let's just set it today. Alright, so now let's take a look at the Drakes. So the Drakes, they're really cool. They got a nice model, and they have some animations. Now the Drakes, they have a few attacks. Some of the attacks being like really strong. They spawn in plains biomes, and they spawn in the daytime. Now, their attacks, well actually he does only one attack, and that's bite. It does a lot of damage though. It does 3.5 hearts of damage, and he has 16 hearts. Now, they have some cool sounds as well. They wag their tail, I guess. And finally, after they spawn, they'll mature, and they'll start having babies. I don't know if they need to be 2 or what, but this baby just appeared. I don't think so. But anyways, let's kill them, and let's check out their drops. So, oh, they don't have a drop. It's the, well, dragon. I'm going to spoil it now. So there is a dragon. I'm going to try to fight this thing. He is really tough. He has 3 attacks. One being, I think, his bite. Let me check. Yeah, he has bite. It does 4 hearts of damage. And then he has toss, which will throw you up in the air. Don't think it does any damage. And then he breathes fire. So breathing fire, that one's probably my favorite. But let's try to take him on, guys. And here he is. Oh, God. So he does a lot of hearts of damage. He breathes fire at you. And where'd he go? Oh, God. And then he pretty much just goes around and wrecks people. He'll actually fight the other mobs, the other hostile mobs. and he just flies around and causes terror. Oh god, dodged that barely. So he has 50 hearts health actually, and he's really tough. Now he does drop something that's really useful. And did I get it? Alright, I did get it, and it was Dragon Flame Gland. And this is used to make some Dragon Forge armor. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a few types of armor. And it's not going to be every type, because there is so many types of armor. Let's just take a look. The armor sets are just abundant. There's so many of them. I'm just going to show you guys how to make Dragon Forge. So guys, we have the generated ores. There's a bunch of different generated ores. The new ones being Zeridium. Oh god, let's clear my inventory. And then we have Ignitimite, I guess. We have copper, we have tin, mithril, limestone, and iron bark. So all these new materials can be used in the new forging system. But I'm not going to go over every ore, but I will go over the tiers of ores and the tiers of armor and stuff of which ones are better. But guys, we have some other generated stuff, and that being some herbs, I guess. So let's take them out. They don't really have any use right now, but they're pretty cool. And there's something called a herb book. Now I haven't figured out how to use this. It says in the Minecraft forum post to right click with a herb and then a book, and it'll make the herb book. But I had actually looked that up in not enough items, so I'm not sure what it does. But let's take a look at the tanning system. So this is a way to make leather armor, and a way to make what else? The studded leather armor. So like your archer gear. Now let's take our sword and let's kill this cow. Hopefully we get some. Okay, did we get any? Okay, so we're trapped. Anyways, we have the hide. So when you kill a cow, you have a chance of getting hide. So you don't automatically get leather. It has to be hide. And you're going to get yourself some paper. So go in some water and right click with the paper, and you get some salt, or salt on paper. And what this can be used for is actually changing this hide into, I think this is how we do it. Yeah, into hide ball. And how do we get cured hide? 1 second. Okay, so what we're supposed to do with this hide ball is go in water and right click till it cleans it. Now this is taking a while. There we go. We have some cured hide. So with the cured hide, what you want to do is get yourself a tanning rack. So the tanning rack, I think I can show the recipe here. So it's used with planks. Planks are just sticks, and then just wood. So I'm not going to be going over every recipe, just some of the basic ones. Now we're going to place our cured hide on the tanning rack. So right click, and that looks pretty cool. But we can take, oh, what do we need? We need a knife. So let's get ourselves a knife. We have iron knife and bronze knife. The bronze knife, I think, is worse than the iron knife. And let's get ourselves some shears. So the iron knife, what you're going to do is you're going to right click the hide repeatedly until you get leather. And now what you can do with the leather is make it into like leather strips. Just right click and you get some leather strips. So the leather strips are just used to make different leather stuff. Now, actually leather belt and a few more things. Now all the recipes don't show up on not enough items because there is a new crafting bench where you craft all your armors. Or not new crafting bench, an anvil. And it has this like, I think it's 5x4 grid, and that's giant. But anyways, we'll go over that after. But that's how you tan. I think that's one of the most amazing things ever. It's really unique. So we have the bloom. So to craft the bloom, you're just going to need some cobblestone bricks, 4 cobblestone, and then furnaces, a block of copper, and the cobblestone bricks again. So what this is used for is actually mixing some metals. So we have some dragon flame gland that we got and some steel ingots. So what we're going to do with this is place them both in the bloom. So steel ingots over here and then dragon gland. And it will start smelting this. But steel ingots aren't the only thing you make in the bloom, and same thing with impure dragon steel. Now if you were to take, I think, copper, and if you were to take tin and you put them in there, it will make bronze. But guys, let's take our impure dragon steel and let's make it pure. So you're going to need something called essence of magic. So you need Zeridium dust. Zeridium dust is just Zeridium ore made into dust. But yeah, essence of magic takes 4 of them. So let's get that out, and then let's put the impure dragon steel in there, and then surround it with this magic essence. And I'm not going to be going over everything, guys, like the Zeridium and stuff in the, however you pronounce that. Just because it's going to be a long mod review, and I'd rather not do everything. But guys, we have our dragon steel ingot. So we're going to start making this bad boy into some hot steel. So hot steel is what you need to actually use it on the anvil. So that's like regular, you know, medieval times, how they made it. So let's take our steel ingot, and let's make ourselves a forge. So a forge, do I show the crafting recipe? Okay, it can. So 4 stone and then just some coal, and you can make it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put some coal in there, and then you're going to make some bellows. So the bellows, they're really awesome. They are, I'll show you the animation after, but you need plank, 2 leather, and 4 wood. And then you get yourself some bellows. So you right click with this to actually make the coals harder. And let's put some stuff in there. So we had the dragon steel. Let's put it in there, and it's not going. It does show it's getting hot, but we need to make it hotter with the bellows. So just keep right clicking with the bellows and checking on your dragon steel. And after a little bit, you'll get your hot dragon steel. So I'm not sure if this lasts forever, it being hot, or if it cools down after a while. But anyways, once you have this, you're going to make yourself some anvils. So the anvils, there's 3 tiers of them. So pretty much you would guess you would make some iron armor on the iron anvil and certain things on the bronze and steel one. But we're going to use steel for this one. So this is a higher tier armor, guys, and we're going to need some higher tier stuff. So there's 4 different types of hammers. They're all used for different stuff. So the hammer is used on the iron one, bronze one is used on the bronze one, and then steel on the steel anvil. So, and this is also ornate. I think it's like 2 times the speed. The crafting recipe isn't shown. But here's how to craft the hammer. So it's just wrought iron. So instead of iron ingots, it's replaced with wrought iron. And then, I forget how we craft that. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get iron. But yeah, just planks. And then same thing with that, bronze and then steel on top. So it's really simple, but let's get our hammer out, and then let's get our iron armor, and I'll show you guys how to make this. So we need that bunch of that hot steel, or actually hot dragon steel, and let's place this. Actually, I forget the recipe, 1 second. Okay, so it's pretty simple how to make it. You just place the iron helmet in the middle, and then you have the hot dragon steel like this, and then you take your hammer and just start smashing away at this, and eventually you will, oh, didn't make it yet. It's probably going to take a little bit. So yeah, just keep right clicking until it's finally made. Alright guys, so I figured it out. You need yourself a ornate hammer. So to make an ornate hammer, it's just like lapis, gold, think steel or hot steel, and then some hot iron, and you'll be good to go. But the ornate hammer, it's pretty much faster, and it's pretty much made for the delicate stuff like the Dragonforge helmet. So you see I made it. I'm going to make the chestplate now. So you need your iron chestplate, and then you need to surround it with the hot dragon steel, sorry. And just right click, and eventually you'll make it, and you got yourself a Dragonforge armor. So let's try to make our full set, and let's just keep going. So now we need the leggings, and let's make that. So the hammers do wear down after a bit, and I think we made it. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the time is, so I'm just holding it down. And then we got the boots. We're gonna make ourselves some booties. Here we go. Oh, wrong hammer. And did we eventually make it? And there we go. Alright guys, so we made ourselves some Dragonforge armor, and that's actually one of the best armors. I'll be going over the tiers right now. But pretty much for the combat system, you can actually do bonus damage by doing certain things. So if you're flanking an enemy, and you come up from behind them, you will actually do more damage. And if you actually go in stealth mode, shift, and sneak around and become unattacked by the mob, you can actually do some extra damage. Now that's something really cool. And with the weapons, I'll go over the weapons and the armory right now. So there's different tiers of weapons. Well, not tiers, there's different effects that they can give. So some can give critical bonuses, block bonus, damage boost, armor piercing, and armor damage. Now it doesn't list which weapons do that, but I would imagine the better tier armors, or the better tier weapons would actually do that. And then we have some armors. So the different tiers would be light for everyday use, there's no penalty. Medium is for traveling. Small penalty, and the penalties I'll go over in a minute. Heavy, it's for defense and heavy assault, so when you're in a fight. And then plate for heavy defense when you're in extreme combat, and when you're going to take on like a dragon or something. But yeah guys, let's take a look at the armors now. Alright guys, so before I go over the armor tiers, I'm going to go over the tin ingots, or the ingot tiers, sorry. So we have copper ingot, tin ingot, bronze ingot, iron, steel, dragon steel, mithril, silver, and ignotitamites, I guess. Don't even know. But anyways guys, that's the tiers, and that's like from worst to best. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to refine stuff. So refining stuff gets better armor and gets some better tier ingots. So the first thing you're going to need is granite, and then you're going to need some stuff like the furnace output, furnace fuel storage, furnace shaft, and the furnace input. So I'm going to go build this thing outside, and I'll come back and show you what it's used for. So let's place down the granite like this, and then we also need a lava bucket, so I'll grab that now. So a lava bucket, that's one of the main things too. So place that, place another layer of granite, and then put the lava bucket there. and then place a piece of granite there, and storage right there, and then have the input. Actually, is it the output? I think the output like right there in front of it, and then place 4 pieces of shaft. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place the input, and then 1, 2 of shaft, and it'll function. That is how you make it, and then you probably can do what I did and put brick around it and just make it look all fancy and stuff. But oh god, Jesus, what's going on? My house is burning down. Oh my god. I think I have fire spread on. Okay, let's do that. So let's show you how to use this. So to use this, you need some fuel. You need some coal. So take the coal and place it in there in the fuel input, and then go up to the top with your limestone. So limestone hunk, that's from limestone ore that I showed you earlier. And you need some iron ore, or you need some mithril ore, or whatever you want to make into refined stuff. So place some coal up there, and then put limestone, and then put your iron ore, or whatever ore you're going to use, and it will start smelting it, or refining it, and eventually it will be made. Hurry up, let's go. And I think it made one. Yep, so it's down here, and you make some pig iron. So pig iron is just used to make some better armor and some better weapons. So that's pretty much it for the refiner. Alright guys, so let's go over the tiers of armors. So the first tier we have is light armor. It has no effect, like no penalties. The penalties include like slowing, hunger, it decreases faster. But let's go over the armors now. We have leather, we have studded leather, scale mail, and mithril splint mail. So this isn't going over the defense. It's pretty much saying that you can run with this, you can sprint with this with no penalty whatsoever, so you're not slower, you don't lose hunger faster. So the next tier is the medium armor. So the medium armor includes chainmail, and you actually can craft chainmail. It takes chain sheets, which are made on the anvils. But then we have splint mail helmet, or gear, and pretty much what this armor is used for is hunting. It is 5% slower, and it has 10% faster hunger decretion, and it has 10% knockback decretion. So then we have the next tier armor, which is heavy armor. Now this is pretty much used for like fights. There's a lot of heavy tier armors. There's iron, there's diamond, heavy chainmail, and dragon forge. Now pretty much this armor, it slows you, it reduces your swimming speed, so you're 10% slower, and 20% hunger decretion, and then 50% knockback decretion. So this armor is really good for fights, and especially against that dragon, because if you have knockback decretion, that's really good, because he has one ability that does that. And then we had the bronze armor, or actually the plated armor. So we have bronze, steel, and encrusted plate boots. Now this armor, it's extremely heavy. You can't sprint with this, and you can't swim well, I guess. I guess you'll just like drown or something. And then we have 50% hunger decretion, 20% slower, and some of the armors, including bronze, steel, and encrusted, they have like damage immunity pretty much. So 1 heart to damage. So if a weapon was to do 1 heart of damage on this bronze stuff, it will actually just knock it off like it didn't happen. And then 2 hearts for the steel armor, and then 3 for the encrusted plate boots. Encrusted plate boots for the encrusted armor. So guys, when you're wearing a matching suit of armor, pretty much light armor, you have 10% less damage that you get. You have to be wearing the entire suit, 20 for the medium, and then 30 for the heavy. So this armor, like I said, it gets the immunity. So it has the 1, 2, and 3 heart immunity. And that's pretty much it for the armors. So let's take a look at the weapons. Now we have a bunch of different weapons on this weapon rack. So the weapon rack is really cool. You can place any type of weapon on there, even the new ones. So we have a blackjack, we have a mithril morning star. The morning star is really awesome. Let me demonstrate the morning star. So when you have the morning star equipped, you have a different little animation. Kind of looks a bit weird when you're walking. Just you can see that right hand. Okay. Anyways, you notice you get slower. So your screen gets zoomed in, and you're slower. But let's put on some of this plated armor, and you'll notice even bigger slow increase. So let's try to do that now. Oops. I just gave myself note blocks. Alright, so let's put this full set on, and you just notice your screen's getting zoomed in. That's a bit annoying, I guess. But you notice you're slower. I can't sprint at all. And with the morning star, you're even slower. But it's probably best, if you're with a group of people and you have some people that have some lighter gear, archers and stuff defending you. But I think it's really cool to have like a massive fight between people. You have your heavy armored people, so your knights, and then you would have people on the horseback. Now he was going to make horses, but since it's coming in 1.6, he's probably not going to make that. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the armors, so let's take that off, and let's take a look at the new bows and stuff. Alright guys, so there's 3 things left to show, and that's arrows, new types of arrows, and then we have new bows, and then we have some bombs and stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at the arrows. So there's an iron arrow. This does, where is it? There it is. Iron arrow, and it does 25% more damage than flint arrows. So flint arrows are the regular type of arrows. And then we have needlepoint arrows, so also called Bonkin arrows, I guess. They do as much damage as flint, but they go much further and a lot straighter. So we also have reed arrows. So they will shatter on impact, but they are lighter and they travel further and straighter, I guess. And then we have the broadhead arrows. So these ones are really cool. They do a lot of damage, and I think 3 times the normal damage of a regular arrow. And then if the shot kills a person, it will go right through them. And then we have the new bows. So along with the new bows, guys, there is some new range weapons. So we have a reinforced bow. This one, all these weapons are crafted on the anvils. You just need like leather, I think planks and stuff. So the recipes are all on the Minecraft forum post. Be sure to check them out, guys. But guys, let's take a look at the reinforced bow. So the reinforced bow, it's twice as strong as the normal one, and it's got this really cool sound. I don't know if this is the sound it was for the regular Minecraft, but it does sound a lot better than the current one. So with the arrows, I think they can be used on any type of bow. So the next bow we have is the iron bark bow. So with the iron bark bow, it's 50% better than the reinforced one. Wow, that's a lot, then. And then we have the longbow. It has a much slower fire rate, but it's increased damage. So the longbow, looking at it, it does look a bit weird when you're cocking it back. It's like in your face right now, or in my face. But yeah, guys, that is the bows. So I want to take a look at them with the new arrows. So actually, let's just try the broad tip ones. And it doesn't show a new type of arrow, I guess. Maybe when you shoot it. Okay, it does when you shoot it, but not when you're cocking it back. So then we have the needlepoint arrows. And I don't want to kill the wolves. So does that go down? Okay. The needlepoint ones, I think they fly straighter, yeah. And then we have the reed ones. I want to take a look at these. The reed ones, I don't think they go much further. It doesn't look like they do. Do they show up? Oh no, they shatter, that's right. So they shatter in the ground. And then the iron ones, they're yellow? I guess they are. It does show it's yellow. So that's really cool. I like the different arrow types. And then we have the different throwing stuff. So throwing star, right click with that, and you throw it. That's really cool. That's a lot better than the other throwing stars I've seen in other mods. And then we have the throwing knife. So let's try to stick this bad boy in like the window. Oh jeez, that's so epic. And it picked it back up. There we go. I would enjoy this so much. And then we have the bombs, guys. So the bombs, they're crafted on the regular workbench. They just take some different stuff. Now we have iron bomb. So let's actually get rid of this stuff right now. So the iron bomb, it does some cool stuff. It bounces and it explodes after a time. It doesn't do a block explosion, so it doesn't destroy any blocks. The next one we have is the iron bomb with shrapnel, I guess. I think it's supposed to be like shrapnel. Right click that, and it's got some stuff on it. And then when it explodes, it shatters, and all its stuff goes everywhere. And then this is tier 2 of the shrapnel, and it explodes. Oh! I killed my dogs! No! No! Oh my god. My bad, guys. And then we have the 3rd tier. I'm sad now. And it just pretty much has more shrapnel coming out. And then we have the regular bomb. Throw it, it instantly explodes. And then the fire bomb, it's kind of like a potion. Throw it, and then there's just fire. But that's pretty much it for the mod, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like. If we get 1,000 likes, I'll review the Renaissance one. So there is an add-on to this mod. It's a Renaissance time period instead of medieval. And I really enjoyed this mod, guys. So if you want to check it out, link is in the description. And let's try to get 1,000 likes, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace.